Hello fellow YouTubers, welcome to this magnificent video back on the MudlupWWE channel. Now, I hadn't put up any, talking videos where I'm just talking about a subject, so I figured I would do that today, and something that struck me as talk-worthy was how none of the titles have prestige anymore. Okay, I know you guys are going to complain and be like, oh, well, Charlotte and Sasha and AJ Styles. You're wrong, okay? And this isn't so much like a serious thing. It's more like, for one, all the belts are props. We know this. I don't see why anybody would argue that they are more than props, because that'd be kind of silly. Think about this for a second, okay? If they weren't a prop, then wouldn't the belts always go to the best superstar? Right? So, for instance, AJ Styles is the best superstar right now, and I'm pretty sure we all agree on that. But theoretically, wouldn't he just have all the belts? Why wouldn't he? Because we need the props to give more storylines, basically. If you think about it, when was the last time you thought, man, that belt is really cool? I'm not talking about design, like lineage and heritage. You don't, because, and I really want to stress this, they say the belts have been around forever, but they really haven't been, if you think about it. I mean, the Universal Championship obviously just came into being this year. The SmackDown Women's Championship this year. Raw Women's Championship this year. Okay, it holds the heritage, but it's been around since this year, realistically. Then you start looking like the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, same thing. You haven't even had a real tag team hold the belts yet. So there's that. You have the Raw Tag Team Championships, they've been around forever, but I want to say that they're a continuation of the World Tag Team Championships lineage. So they've only been around for 14 years, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section, for real. Your IC and US title belts have legitimately been around just as long as your WWE Championship. So, in theory, they're the only 3 belts that mean something, but I don't think it really means anything. And this is something that bothers me, because people always talk about oh, well, we can't have such and such holding the belt, it lowers the prestige, we have to have the belt defended every week because it raises the prestige. The prestige doesn't matter. You guys probably think back to your younger times, and you go, oh man, watching the Attitude Era, those belts meant something. I'm gonna tell you, they didn't, okay, because it's all a psychological thing. If you want an argument for that, well, when I was growing up, the most valuable belt in my eyes was the Intercontinental Championship. And not for the, oh, it's the workhorse belt. It was because when I started watching, Randy Orton had it. Right? And man, he made it look important, didn't he? I don't think he defended it that much, but it seemed about right. The US title was the second most prestigious belt, because John Cena won it. And it seemed like it was a storyline that took a long time to get there. My point is that a lot of the times when we think prestige on the belts, I think we confuse prestige with the way we want to view the belt. And it's two completely different things, realistically. And I hope you guys are following along with what I'm saying, but theoretically, none of the belts have prestige. There's just no way. You can look at the lineage and go, wow, that's really cool that such and such held this belt. But then you can always make the argument, well, such and such held this belt. So it's like, it works both ways. In terms of prestige, maybe I'm confused about what the definition is in wrestling terms, but I don't think we use it correctly in the IWC, I guess. Realistically, why would the belts mean anything? I never understood that. You're always like, oh, well, I hear this as a complaint about Roman Reigns. He shouldn't have the belt to have the WWE Championship. Why shouldn't he? Because historically, the World Championship has been for the non-wrestler. So, if you think he can't wrestle, which most of you say, and then you say, oh, he shouldn't be that because he's just being molded as a face, that is the exact reason why he should have the belt. I don't think I've ever had a situation where a superstar holding the belt made them a star. You can make an argument, I guess, for CM Punk, but even then it wasn't. It was the pipe bomb promo. John Cena holding belt didn't make him a star. It was the clean cut, him running with being clean cut for a decade made him a star. Nobody ever becomes a star because of the title. If so, Chris Jericho would be, well, Chris Jericho is one of the biggest stars, but if you were going to rank like top 10 stars in wrestling, he wouldn't be on there. Randy Orton probably wouldn't be on there. He's a 12-time world champion. Triple H might be, depending on who you are. He's like a 13-time world champion. This gets brought up more because Sasha Banks and Charlotte have just passed the belt back and forth, and it doesn't raise the prestige of the belt. How would it? In theory, having the belt more often would lower the prestige of the belt. Because think about this for a second, okay? That means that the best woman did not have the belt. Because if you think about it, okay, Sasha winning it on Raw and losing it on pay-per-view means she was only good one night, and then she was bad the next night. That's happened 3 times now. So if Sasha is supposed to be the best woman on the Raw roster, how am I supposed to believe that when I know coming at Roadblock she's probably going to lose that belt? Because that doesn't make any sense. Wouldn't that make Charlotte the best woman on the roster? So wouldn't Sasha hold it about 3 times make the title look stupid? Wouldn't it make Charlotte look stupid because she can't defend the belt? Prestige on a title belt, it never makes any sense. If so, what is the most prestigious belt? Would it be the belt that's been around the longest? Because I want to say it would be the WWE Championship just because the lineage is traced back to like the 60s. But even then, you had people hogging the belt for a good like 5-6 years back then. I wish I knew the length of Bruno's run, but you had people holding the belt forever. You had people who lost the belt just won it back later on that same night, Triple H. That doesn't make anything prestigious. It doesn't. Realistically, if there was prestige in the belt, it should be going to the best person. So, in theory, the U.S. title should only be able to be won by Americans? No. They're just props, people. They don't have prestige. They don't make people stars. They're just there so that way you go, oh, there's a storyline. Because I guarantee you, why else would we have Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens fight? Their characters really don't mesh for a storyline like that. Oh, but Roman Reigns wants the title. Storyline. Easy storyline. It's a prop. So stop acting like it's something important. Because it's not. Basically, it's the same thing as Baron Corbin winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It's just a prop. Storyline device. But if you disagree, feel free to comment in the comment section. Like the video if you agree or disagree because you stuck around this long. And share with your stupid idiot friends. Thanks for watching. Peace out, home skillets.